All right, folks. Hey, I am 4 years into my retirement journey along with my wife. What am I doing now versus what did I expect to be doing in retirement? Let's say on the first day I retired. Now, fast forward 4 years, how similar is my reality to what my plan would be? So that's the topic of this video. I'm calling it surprises and sacrifices. So hopefully you'll enjoy this. My name is Joe. I'm 58 years old. I retired at 54 at the peak of my career and earning years because I'm not normal. And if you're thinking about retiring before 65, you're not normal. Okay, so let's look at surprises. I think let's see, I'm looking at my computer over here. I got 9 surprises, okay? Number one, I'm not going to manufacturing plants as a reliability and maintenance consultant. That's actually what I retired to. I have a different approach to implementing best practices, and that's what I started out doing. Remember, that's what I retired to. So I found a virtual audience through YouTube. I'm a guest speaker and I do some virtual consulting. So basically, all my work is from home. It's much less intrusive to my lifestyle of being retirement and to being a traveler. It's far less of a time commitment, far less, much more flexible. I can be in Florida and take calls and give a talk and give an interview with a reliability and maintenance team, for example. The lesson here is don't overthink your plans. Good chance they're going to change. Mine are dramatically different. So number 2 surprise, I'm on YouTube and wrote a book, 2 things that were never even close to being a part of my plan. I don't like to have fear be a reason why I don't do something. And those were kind of getting in my way about writing a book. Who am I to write a book? Who am I? What do I know? And I enjoyed doing that. I did that during the COVID lockdowns. And YouTube, a few YouTubers out there just convinced me to give it a shot. And this is my 389th video, if you can believe that. Anyway, I never expected to be on YouTube. That was never part of the plan. The number 3 surprise, I'm a retirement coach. That's where I spend most of my time, 6-8 hours a week, working with people one-on-one, making these videos. I'm counting making these videos in there. Just totally shocking to me that I never thought I had anything to offer there, but I'm just on a journey, ahead of most people, and I like to shine a light on your path to take out some of the fear, and hopefully I help convince some people that they can jump into this fun as well. Number 4 surprise, how fast time goes by. I cannot believe it's been 4 years. Folks, think about when you're on a vacation, how fast the time flies by. And that's the same thing in vacation or as in retirement. I'm just stunned it's been 4 years. Feels more like 6 months. Number 5 surprise, how easy it is to keep busy. You better get good at saying no. Remember, every time you say yes to something, you're saying no to something else later on that may come your way. I volunteer at Habitat for Humanity. I painted a house on Monday. Tomorrow, I have organized a work day of maybe 40 people coming to the parks to clean them up, pick up the leaves and sticks and trash, deliver mulch to different trees and play structures. So just having a ball doing that, making an impact in the community. But it's so easy to stay busy. Got a study group where we study different topics of history and how they apply to us to be better human beings. So I greatly enjoy that study group as well. And I got 2 retirement groups. So good gosh, busy, bored. Ew. I don't understand the people that says they're bored in retirement or they're concerned about being bored. I don't even come close to that. Number 6 surprise, I rarely think about money or my investments. This consumed me the months and even a couple years before retiring. And once you feel comfortable, you set your plan and you have some cadence for reviewing that plan, you just don't think about it. I really don't. I don't worry about running out of money. I don't worry about spending. it's a very, very, very small part of my retirement journey is worrying about money and thinking about money. Once a quarter, I do deep dives, maybe spend a few hours on it, but that's about it. That's not very often. That's 4 times a year, folks. Okay. Number 7, who I am. Number 7 surprise, who I am, my ego. I love being just Joe. I had a good job, important job. I was a leader in a manufacturing plant. I was an engineer. That's who I was. I love just being Joe. Joe the neighbor who helps out at the park. Joe the neighbor who paints houses. I just love being just Joe. And a lot of people worry about their identity in retirement. I don't understand that either. I love just being Joe. I really do. Number 8, surprise. Expect strange looks and comments. I still get 2 or 3 a week. I used to get 2 or 3 a day when I was 54, and you tell people you're retired. And I'll be honest, it feels a little good to hear that. Like, hey, you won the game pretty early. But you're not normal. Recognize if you're retiring before the age of 65, and I'm not. It's in the race. It's in the game. You're not competing against anybody. Okay. But if you retire before 65, you're going to get some strange looks, and that surprised me how odd people thought I was. Why did you retire at the peak of your career? You could have worked a couple more years. How much more money would you have had? Blah blah blah. That was a surprise to me, and still goes on. I got that comment today. That's why this is in there. I got that comment this morning. How old are you? When did you retire? Why? Huh? And this individual was 70. Number 9, surprise. Every day does truly feel like Saturday. Okay? If you haven't heard that yet, that's the best way to describe retirement. Every day feels like Saturday, and if you have a list of things to get done on Saturday, and you don't want to do it, tomorrow's Saturday again. It's Groundhog Day. It's every day. It's just totally just a joyful experience being retired. You lose track of what day of the week it is. 2 or 3 times a week, I forget what day it is, and I have to look on my smartphone what day of the week it is. It just feels Saturday all the time, on vacation all the time. So, sacrifices. Those are my 9 surprises, okay. Sacrifices. There aren't any sacrifices. 4 years in, none. Now, I made a video like 2 years ago, and I listed 15 things that I had to let go of because I left my job. And now, 4 years in, I'm just easing on in this retirement journey. Yes, there are changes, but nothing I wish I had back. There's nothing. I can't sit here and say there's one thing I wish I still had that I had in my working life. Not one. I miss the people, but I can have relationships with them if I wanted to, and I do have with some. But remember, in my retirement journey, I do have sources of fulfillment, giving back, making an impact on others' lives, through this YouTube, through my coaching, through my mentoring that I do, through my nonprofits that I work with. I believe this is critical to being happy. A lot of people think you can just retire, especially young, and just go to the beach every day and drink a beer, get some sunshine. I couldn't do that. My whole career, I've been a driver. I've had accomplishments. I get a sense of fulfillment from accomplishing goals, and those have just changed, and the pace has changed. And I do have those sources. So I think if you just traveled, or you just went to the beach, or you just watched TV, I think you could have some regrets with retiring early. But if you plug in some fulfillment, some purpose, some professional development that you can have for yourself, like writing a book or a YouTube channel, no regrets at all. Do I wish I would have worked one more year? That is funny. That's truly funny. So under sacrifices, bottom line, none. I don't feel I sacrificed anything. Wish I would have any one or two things back. It's really comical when I get asked that. So, hey, folks, did I hit the mark for you? Did I say, you folks that are retired, did I miss something in my sacrifices or surprises? Let me know. Always let me know where you're from. I love it, love it, love it. That gives me energy to make more videos. Believe me, when you're just talking to yourself into a camera, you need motivation, and comments are the number one motivator of mine. Even if you just tell me I'm from, Sydney, Australia, or I'm from Malaysia. I love hearing that. So let me know in the comments. This is Joe out.